Hi, my name is Paul. I'm in the woodworking shop here, and we have a whole assortment of old antique tools, and give you some idea of what people used to do, what they could accomplish with using just hand tools. Of course, this is before electricity, so you didn't have your Black & Decker this and DeWalt that. So you had to lay everything out by hand and work the wood by hand. Now you could lay things out with things like this is a very old instrument, compass, and you'd have a marking gauge. It has a little nail in it where you can mark the edge of a piece of wood and get the same exact measurement all the way along, lay out a line. So with these very simple tools, they were able to make all kinds of furniture. Well, on the farms here, we didn't have too much money to spend on pewter and pottery and such things. We'd make what they call treenware. Now treenware, first part of that word is tree because it's wood. It's all kinds of woodenware. Make spoons. I'm working on a spoon here. This is a lot fancier than what somebody would have made at the time. But if somebody had the skill, there's no reason why they maybe we would have tried it, winter's evening or something around the fire, make a fancy spoon. But this is kind of above and beyond of what you'd find. But the same principle is the same. You hollow out the spoon. When you got a spoon, that's what you eat with. Wooden mallets. We still have these today. This is a wooden mallet, usually made out of dogwood. Around this area of the country, would make them out of dogwood. Because dogwood is very fibrous, very tough wood. You can slam on a lot of chisels with this before it starts getting bad on you. And the main wood around here too is poplar. Other parts of the country they have, of course, maple, the northeast that they use a lot of pine. Here we have pine, but we really have a lot of poplar. And poplars are really great wood because it's easy to work and it's very plentiful. In a poplar tree, if you look at the trunk of a poplar tree, it's straight as an arrow. And the Indians used to call them canoe trees because that's what they used to make the dugout canoes out of, this poplar. Very easy to work. You can make spoons, bowls, all kind of good stuff. It is very plentiful. I mean, everything that we use here, wood is a big part of that. You don't see that much. I mean, when you look at your house today, you're going to find marble countertops, you're going to find tile floors, I think you're going to find tile on the walls. And that all we had is wood, pretty much wood and stone. Everything was made out of that, and it took a lot of work, a lot of skill. There's a lot of learn as you go working with wood. You find out that you can't work it when it's green for some things. Other things you do work it when it's green and let it dry. Just depends what you're making. Over the door there you'll see this saw here. Now this is the type of saw that you use for cutting down a tree. You're going to use an axe or a saw. But a saw is somewhat easier, I would say. So that would get the tree down for you. Different axes. We've got broad axes, which are these three real wide ones you see on the wall here. Those are used to flatten out a log. They're flat on one side, so there's right hand and left hand. Sometimes they're called goose wing axes. And they will peel off just the right amount of wood on the side as you work down the log to square up a log. You have adzes. Now this would be used to square up a log or even to round out a log if you're using round logs. And it's very useful for using on floorboards. When a floor was put in, it wasn't nailed down, it was pegged down. And you'd use this to smooth that floor down. Now it always leaves marks on there. You can always tell a piece of log or a floor that's been done with an adze because you'll see the marks on it. And you'll see it on some of the log cabins that we have on the site here as well. So keep an eye open for that. That's what you drill a hole with. This is a bit. Put it down on your wood and start turning. There's a screw on the end of this which screws itself into the wood, and you have flutes on the side that actually chip the wood out, and you end up with a hole. Very long drill. Now these were used for making log cabins, because log cabins are pinned together, they're not nailed. They put in what they call trunnels or tree nails, and all it is a dowel that's cut approximately to the shape of the hole, and it's driven in there. And once it's driven in there, it don't come out too easy. So that's what they use this for. And of course, you don't want to use a little short drill. You want to be able to stand up and drill holes all day long. And of course, you have to sharpen your tools, so most farms would have a grindstone of some sort. There's a couple that were donated to the farm for us. But all this stuff worked. People used it for really thousands of years. Woodworking's been going on. We think of it as a hobby thing now, probably more than anything else. We just go buy our stuff. But back in the day, if you didn't make it, you didn't have it. Unless you were a very, very rich planter on the coast or something like that. Back here on the frontier, you just didn't have it unless you made it. We traded for it somehow. So you were working all the time. Of course, on the farm, you do all your planting in the summer and all that. In the wintertime, though, it's kind of a slow time. So you get a chance to fix that axe handle, or maybe make maybe a blanket chest for the missus, or a new bed for the kids, or because they're probably sleeping on the floor. So you might make a bed, any number of things. So that's what we have here at the farm. I hope you come by and check it out sometime when we have the doors open and things are being demonstrated and all. Come see us.